Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Nadia Rajpoot from Desi TV USA. Let me take you to the special news. Let's have a look at the headlines. US Air Force member in critical condition after setting himself on fire outside Israeli embassy in Washington, D.C. Caribbean officials search for two people who were on yacht allegedly hijacked by three escaped prisoners. Survivors and families of 94 migrants who died in shipwreck off Italy call for truth a year later. Ukraine's defense minister says delays in promised Western military aid are costing lives. Netanyahu says a ceasefire deal would only delay somewhat on Israeli military offensive in Rafah. Let's look into details. US Air Force member in critical condition after setting himself on fire outside Israeli embassy in Washington, D.C. An active duty member of the US Air Force was critically injured Sunday after setting himself ablaze outside the Israeli embassy in Washington, D.C. while declaring that he will no longer be complicit in genocide, a person familiar with the matter told the Associated Press. The man, whose name wasn't immediately released, walked up to the embassy shortly before 1 p.m. and began live streaming on the video streaming platform Twitch. The person said law enforcement officials believe the man started a live stream, set his phone down, and then doused himself in and ignited the flames. At one point, he said he will no longer be complicit in genocide. The person said the video was later removed from the platform, but law enforcement officials have obtained and reviewed a copy. The person was not authorized to publicly discuss details of the ongoing investigation and spoke to the AP on the condition of anonymity. Caribbean officials search for two people who were on yacht allegedly hijacked by three escaped prisoners. Authorities in the Eastern Caribbean said they were trying to locate two people believed to be U.S. citizens who were aboard a yacht that was hijacked by three escaped prisoners from Grenada. The Royal Grenada Police Force said in a statement released Friday that they were working on leads that suggest the two occupants of the yacht might have been killed. The investigation is in its infancy stage, police said. Survivors and families of 94 migrants who died in shipwreck off Italy call for truth a year later. Survivors and family members of victims of a tragic shipwreck a year ago that killed 94 migrants, including 35 minors, just a few meters off Italy's southern coast, returned for 3 days of commemorations ending Monday, calling for truth and justice. A torchlight vigil, a photo exhibition, and a protest march were among events at the nearby town of Croton, organized by a group of activists named Network Feb 26 after the date of the tragedy. Most of the dead hailed from the countries in the Middle East or South Asia. Ukraine's defense minister says delays in promised Western military aid are costing lives. Half of promised Western military support to Ukraine fails to arrive on time, complicating the task of military planners and ultimately costing the lives of soldiers, the country's defense minister said Sunday. Speaking at the Ukraine Year 2024 forum in Kyiv, Rustan Umarov said that each delayed aid shipment meant Ukrainian troop losses and underscored Russia's superior military might. Netanyahu says a ceasefire deal would only delay somewhat an Israeli military offensive in Rafah. An Israeli military offensive in the southernmost city of the Rafah could be delayed somewhat if a deal for a weeks-long ceasefire between Israel and Hamas is reached. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Sunday, but claimed that total victory in Gaza is weeks away once the offensive begins. Netanyahu confirmed that a deal is in the works with no details. Israeli media reported that mediators were making progress on an agreement for a ceasefire and release of dozens of hostages held in Gaza as well as Palestinians imprisoned by Israel. That's all for now. Keep watching Desi TV USA. Please like, subscribe, share and comment. And don't forget to watch our channel DTVNN. And log on to our OTT platform DTV Flix to explore over 2,000 channels which we provide.
At the Houston Bark Animal Shelter and Adoption Center, we are committed to helping Houstonians be responsible pet owners. Houston pet owners can help care for their pets through Barks, Healthy Pets, Healthy Streets programs, and spay or neuter their pets free of cost. Visit www.houstonbark.com to learn more.